Hi, my name is Kurt Swanson. I'm a docent here at the California Auto Museum. And next to me today is a Toyota RAV4. But this isn't an ordinary RAV4, this is a RAV4 EV. Now, in the late 90s, the pressure was on to start making electric cars. Technology was still kind of in its infancy. And the first car that hit the market was the GM EV1, which was lease only. And that car gets a lot of attention, deservedly so today. But GM wasn't the only player. In 1997, Toyota started releasing its electric cars, which were lease only. Now this one is essentially one of those. This is a RAV4 EV. Whereas the GM car was designed from the ground up to be efficient and optimized around electric, Toyota chose to take a standard RAV4 SUV and retrofit in the parts that it would take to make it fully electric drive. The only thing noticeable on this from an ordinary RAV4 is there's a little door right here that opens that reveals the charging receptacle. The other thing that's noticeable is the engine looks a little bit different than normal. We've got drive electronics here with an electric motor below. This particular car has no transmission, so the motor, whatever speed the motor's running, is proportional to the wheels. The charging for this is done, again, normally through the slot in the grill, but it uses a different style of charging scheme that was used on early electric cars called a MagnaCharge. The MagnaCharge is inductive, so this plugs in right here and that would be charging the car. It took about 6 hours to charge, so it could easily charge overnight. At that time, there really weren't charging stations out and about, so you better leave with a full charge and plan on going less than the 100-mile range that this car had, or you'd have a tow truck have to tow you back. This car was originally, again, was made as lease only, so they didn't create a lot of ability to service these. They were leased primarily in California, but there was a corporate policy reversal in 2001 or so, where they decided that they would be willing to actually sell these cars. And lessees had the right to buy them. They also sold cars to people who were not lessees. So ultimately, an unknown number of lessees purchased them, and 328 orders were accepted before they shut down. 328 was more than they anticipated making. So they fulfilled all 328 orders, but they wound up using the few spare parts that they had created to make the remainder of the 328 cars. Now, the service was a real problem when you needed specific parts and parts weren't available, so Toyota actually started buying some of these guys back. They then, after the orders were all taken, they got into a patent infringement conflict with Ovonic, the people who had invented the nickel metal hydride battery. So Matsushita, parent of Panasonic and Toyota, wound up having to pay $30 million in an assessed fee, and were prohibited from making certain vehicular applications of nickel metal hydride technology, which apparently included plug-in electric cars. They still continued to use the technology for the Prius hybrid. So anyway, this is a unique part of history, and I hope you found this interesting. Come see us at the museum, see this and all the other fine cars we have. Thank you very much.